Another week, another set of golden moas. This time we're back to Sierra 117. I'll be honest, maybe I need to extend my horizons and go choose some other maps, but I just find it easier to just do the ones that we know. The tried and the true, the very simple. Hopefully these birdies aren't hiding this week. They're not. There's one. So we'll just fly real quick, get the other two. And yeah, so Fiesta is out for the social playlist. It's been replaced by Recon Slayer. I don't know. I don't know if that's usually populated. There's usually a lot of Smurfs in there, funny enough. But I think that's every rotational playlist. But yeah, Recon Slayer is in. Ranked Radar Doubles is still in, and Reach Hardcore is still in. So kind of surprised. I feel like Reach Hardcore has been around for a while, but honestly, that playlist slot isn't really being used by much anyway. So very simple. There's our 3 birdies for the week. Let's go read some of the challenges. We'll talk a little bit about some other stuff. We'll get folks out of here. Less than 1 minute to get these golden moas. You got to remember to do your challenges, assuming you want the free Spartan points, free quote unquote, and assuming you want the XP that comes along with it. So tactical exercises. Just a reminder. It's the last week for you to do your monthlies before they reset. Grave Tender, I'll still say, probably isn't worth it unless you're trying to have fun, in which case play Grave Tender, do this challenge, have fun, have a blast. It's not the most XP efficient. That's what I'll say. Campaign Contender, hopefully you're quite a bit further than I am for this one. And then Warthog Wrestler, just again, remember you can go do this one in... It doesn't have to be in PvP matchmaking. You can do it in PvE. Go do some firefight doubles and get it done real quick. Under 20 minutes, Halo Reach, Halo CE. You could very easily just do the Nightfall run-throughs. There's a couple of missions you can run through. I'll always kind of tell you what I think is the most efficient. But then, of course, as I mentioned in my video from yesterday, and that I typically will reiterate this, it doesn't really matter what's the most efficient if you're not going to do it. So if you're not having fun just running Nightfall or doing what I do, where you just go do Sierra 117 for the MOAs, feel free to go set yourself a challenge and go find them in another level. No problem at all with that. Normal or higher, co-op. A lot of these don't ever reset. So you're just going to do Nightfall on Reach. You're going to grab a friend. You only have to do it on normal. You're going to shoot stuff as you run, and yeah, you'll knock out most of those pretty quick. The PvP, usually the most interesting is to see the objective medals and then the bookends. So this time it's going to be Reach or CE. Reach, CE, throw in Action Sock, have a good time. I usually like to curb this because a lot of people will say like, oh, CE, you can't find games. Like the only games that have any population on MCC are just Halo 3 and Reach. Not really true. I mean, I was playing Fiesta up until the reset here, and I kept getting H2A and H4 on repeat, which was driving me crazy. So you can definitely find games of everything. Are you going to be able to find Halo CE big team battle games, at 10 a.m. Eastern? Probably not. You've got to kind of go into the evening when the population picks up a bit. So there is some truth to that, but don't let it stop you from playing the game, especially if it's the one you prefer. Feel free to queue for a little bit. I promise it won't take too long. So flag grab, ball blast, that means it's going to be all capture the flag and bomb, throw that on, play some Reach stuff, have fun. I think I want to do a specific video about Blam, because this is a really easy challenge to get, but people struggle with it. Let me know if you think that'd be a good idea. And yeah, in general, should be a pretty easy week for challenges. Hopefully people are enjoying their summer, their time out. I'm thinking that next week, it's possible that next week Radar Doubles rotates out to Hardcore Doubles. So if you're one of the people looking for that, keep that in mind. And then next week, I'm making a guess here. I think next week is going to be Escalation Slayer. We'll see if I continue to have a good mapping on what the rotational playlists are. But I'm going to go get a couple of games in here. Hope everybody has a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.